Greetings, ladies and gentle players. It's another wonderful Friday. It is April of 2023, making it a wonderful day for basics. I'm over here on ye old OGS. Last week we had ourselves some good old DDK action, given some very mostly simple-ish games to the DDK players amongst you. And hopefully, I was able to help a couple of you maybe focus on some of the more basic aspects of the game to improve your play. Well, today it just makes sense to hop on up to around 5 or 4Q, and wouldn't you know it, I have an account for that. So here's hoping this all goes well. And here's hoping the release of my book also goes well. It is now actually up on the Amazons. It's kind of weird though. Like last night, it was kind of cool because I was like the #1 new release in board games, and I'm sure it's like the lowest bar you could ever hit on there. Uh, and today I woke up with the category changed to humor and entertainment. Somehow I lost the board game category. Like what? I don't understand. I don't understand. Makes me sad though. Makes me sad. But yes, I do have the Kindle version up. The paperback version, its price is changing. By the time you see this on Friday, that'll probably be down a bit. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that one's in Hue Entertainment. This one's in Puzzles and Games. Okay, that's odd, but sure. I'm I don't know what category it's in. Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't know what category that it keeps changing. It keeps changing. Either way, it's up on the Amazons now. Alright, here's hoping my computer remains stable long enough to play this game. I wish that was a joke. Been having computer trouble since last weekend. I hope to get it all sorted out today, but I'm still waiting for parts. So I figured, why not record while I'm waiting? What could go wrong? Alright, so with an enclosure, I'll go ahead and approach on the inside in a game that y'all might never see if my computer freezes again. I'm being kicked, which I think is very, very bad because it makes my life a little bit too easy. Now I normally back off high. I think some teachers, for whatever reason, don't like teaching the high, but okay, sure, I'll go low. The reason why I usually go high, by the way, is Exhibit A. I'm getting 3-3 a lot, or you're getting like the attachment a lot, right? So you wind up getting influence in a lot of today's modern Jiseki. So if I back off high, I have a really good chance, given the current meta, to be able to use that like effectively and immediately, because a low stone can be kept low by a shoulder hit or a cap or whatever. But the high, you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be invading, giving like more influence away, right? So it just makes sense. Okay, now I really wish the stone was high. Oof, really wish, really wish. All right, so influence. So 3-3 into split. Sure. I could approach, or I could push towards thickness or away. It doesn't really matter which one. I'll go and grab my enclosure and push towards. He'll probably back off high. Doesn't know to back off high. If he backs off high, at the very least, it can annoy me a little bit. Only problem with backing off high is after this one, I can go into here. So it's a different way of harassing than going low and allowing me to cap you. Okay. This individual really doesn't actually appreciate the fact that, yeah, they know they can 3-3. Unfortunately, too early, too often. I could play here. It's tempting. Because I can make him hurt himself. No, we'll just do basics. Double Hane this? I don't want to double Hane that, though. Here and double Hane, or here and do the extend, either or. I'll go do this one. This is fine too. Get your territory back, but then he gets to expand, which I think is what he's looking for. I don't think this is... I don't think this is basic, but there are Jiseki there that allow you to play it. Because if they do this one, you get this kind of thing, right? And they hurt themselves. But maybe that Hane there isn't the most basic of the sequences, so I'm not playing it. I'd probably absolutely play it at Dawn level, though. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there immediately. Now, is he gonna actually defend his 2 stones? I hope so. Sure. But are you gonna defend your 2 stones? Problem with and I've already mentioned this. I've already mentioned this on stream repeatedly. The problem with him playing this way, and it's a fairly significant problem, is that he can't take away all the influence. He's given me too much, and he had a weakish group on the board. So, regretfully, I'm just going to get a lot of influence here. And he doesn't have much territory. He has, like, this upper right-hand corner, which is his biggest source. And that's predominantly it, right? This corner, if I wanted to, I can reduce it. I won't. I'm going to approach here. This, we're not actually trying to kill. So I'm expanding because I've instantly threatened to win the game. Because if I develop this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of territory. Like, that's insane. This is too far, unfortunately, because it's a 3 space into a 2 space enclosure. Doesn't quite work there. So unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and reduce that. If he diagonals, I can literally live in his corner, and that is check. Because at that point, his only largest source of territory is here. I can grow here, and I can even reduce this, technically. He's jumping out instead. So we could go in for an interesting little fighty times. But I think I won't. I think I'm just going to go and take a page out of his book and just take this corner away. Look, he's trying to win on having a big corner. Let's go ahead and make sure he doesn't have a big corner. Then what are you going to win on? Not this, or this, or this. So the question becomes, like, what are we doing? All right, so we're alive. Do I connect underneath? Hope not. That's going to turn to Sente for me. If he, like, tries to drop down, I extend up, he protects, I go up, he defends, I connect. Cutting point is defended. I'm alive in Sente. Okay. I could have ignored that, add Sente. Because as you can see here, after this point, we could just go ahead and play like a big one because this never kills me. So I did have Sente, but I thought I'd give him it back to him one more time. He gave it to me instead. So let's go ahead and just cause a little bit of a headache. This is just a threat. And this is just a threat. I'm not actually trying to kill him. But what I am doing is I'm threatening. I am threatening to do terrible things. We're not actually going to do terrible things. We're going to threaten to do terrible things. Like, hey, I'm going to connect all this up and kill you. Ooh, I'm scary. I'm just using this to build up the left-hand side. Because again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, this could be 30 points. He'd have to tap this area, the bottom area, this area, and this corner to equal what I could get right in here. He's going to launch a deep invasion because he has to. He's way behind on points now. Yep, that area is mine. You cannot do that. Oh. Oh, really? I would be very careful. Just my personal. If I play here, is he dead? I play here, he extends, I play here. Here, 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 here. No. No, he's barely alive. Let's see if he's paying attention. Because if I played this one, he played that, right? And then when I play here, he's got me in one. But now if this is already gone, I got him instead. Alright, so this is dead. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention. Also, the jump doesn't quite work for him. Can you guys notice? Can you guys see that? Because if we play here, he plays here, and I can just go ahead and full-on cut through. So the 1-point jump, unfortunately, is a little bit of an ouch. Okay, so that's dead. Which makes the outside in trouble as well. Yeah, like, And unfortunately, got into this position because he was looking at a board that was rapidly slipping out of his control. Does that make sense? He saw an area that was like growing really, really fast, and he felt like I have to do everything I can to reduce it. Unfortunately for him, taking while I talk. Unfortunately for him, it came at the cost of more stones being captured. And unfortunately for him, it's also going to come at a cost at the stone being cut off and probably killed. So I'm going to get the area anyway. He could have played a reinforcement move. He could do that. Something like this one, maybe. But, yeah. Well, I don't want to actually kill him, but if he wants me to, I will. Hit my stone, so I responded. I do wonder if he knows about the weakness here, though. Maybe not, huh? So if I play here into here, he has like a 0.5i. But let's do the big thing first. And just go ahead and cut off this one stone. If you don't want to be this aggressive, you could also just play over here and threaten a bunch of territory this way too. Okay. That cuts off that. He's going to go ahead and cut me. Now he needs to throw the kitchen sink at me because, I mean, I've got way too many points. Way too many points. I mean, I could give him the 3 just for kind of... No, I mean, there's just no reason, sorry. Because his cut point's not a thing, right? He cuts and I can Atari, because it's not Atari by cutting. So this area is just mine anyway. So we picked up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And then on top of that, we've also got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21, 2. So we have like 40 points here. So if we stop for a minute and ask ourselves the ever so wonderful question, where does my opponent have 40 points? Got some time so I can show. If we quickly start hitting up his potential territory, I think that's a safe one, right? Yeah. Then you can see it's tough to even get to 30 points for him on the board right now. Never mind the actual 40. I'm not going to try to kill this. I'll just go and let him connect back. There you go. We have no designs on this corner whatsoever. Go ahead and push through. That's an interesting move. It's also a little bit of an overplay, sorry. Because once I extend here and I push here, he has to retreat and retreat. So he cuts straight through him. It really... Oh, God. I mean, if I drop down, I'm probably killing this group. And if I play here, we're probably doing this. Like, sir. I'm not doing this one. This one's too, it's too ouch. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. Let's go ahead and take a big move here. Maybe something a little closer to my group. Yeah, I don't want to get cut off, huh? Something over in here? That looks shapely? That's kind of shapely, right? Yeah. Great thing about amateur play is, like, as long as you're, like, in the ballpark of the right idea, it's good enough, generally speaking. It's like, is this the actual right shape? That's usually back into down level play when you need the exact right move. You can usually be in the ballpark at the Q level and the low down level. It's usually not until you start hitting up 7 and 8 down, in my opinion, that they know their shapes like the back of their hand. And unfortunately, you do need the exact move. Not going to chase this at the expense of my territory. Because again, we've already won. I mean, I can throw in. I don't think we're trying to kill. We're not trying to kill. Let's just relax. Let's just relax. Bam. Nice and relaxing move. Just making some points. We're not trying to kill anything. We're not monsters. You're not a monster, are you, chat? I'd like you to not invade that area, please. It's kind of sentimental to me. At this point, though, I think I can kill him here. He's done that twice now. I don't think he anticipates me haneing, and he thinks I'm going to cut him instead. But yeah, we're not doing that. He did it like over here too, right? Or was it over here? Was it over there? Yeah, this one I think, right? Like, just keep your eye on what you have to do, and don't be distracted off of that thing that you need to do. Like, what do you need to do? Watch my cutting points. Okay, so I'm watching my cutting points. You can cut this if you want. Cut Hiatane's, or Atari, sorry, and then extends again. But because of the diagonal, I didn't plan it that way. Because of the diagonal, I can go ahead and play here and cut that back. So, I mean, you're fine. I'll just go and play here, it's fine. One of my favorite tracks from the Jazz Hop Cafe in a long time is Egyptian Oasis. Oh, I like it so much. But yeah, there's his territory. He has to win on that. Tough to win on. Very tough to win on. Now, he hit my stone, but urgent before big. I can literally just like drop down and kill him. So it's kind of what we're going to do. Also, we're growing this area up nicely, right? There. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Wait a minute, am I wrong? Stop the presses, everybody. Am I wrong? There. I'm wrong, aren't I? I can Atari here for free. But yeah, I can't. I thought I could falsify this regardless. I don't think I can. I can drop. I need to be very careful, sir. I'd be extraordinarily careful. He was kind of threatening to give me this move, which then I could go ahead and maybe play a move like this one to see if I can actually do that. Alright, he clicked underneath. Seems fine to me, man. Go ahead and take that. He'll like Hane or something, keep me on this third line, but that's fine. No shame in the game, brother. Go ahead and play a big move on here for endgame. Because Hane, connection and Sente on the first line is big for endgame. Because then I can jump like so far with absolute safety. It's pretty great. Does that matter? I don't know. There, done. He needs to play some of the big moves on top of the board before I start playing big moves on top of the board, because I can go ahead and play like a move like a 19. I can do like the donk, 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 like we showed earlier. Or didn't show earlier, but I mentioned it. Not letting him invade me for no reason. That would make me sad. But yeah, I think 3-3 games are the easiest games to play against right now. Once you understand like the back of your hand that someone who's double 3-3ing you isn't taking a lot of points, and instead worrying about a lot of the points that they're giving you because you're getting like what, a 4 or 5 stone wall? If you get to extend from it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 lines of territory across 5 lines. That's 30 points instantly for white. For white, that's almost 40 points after Comey. So like that's a win condition right there in one area of the board alone. If that's 40, take 10 here, 10 there. At 60 now. You don't need much more than that to win a game generally. And meanwhile, they're just taking like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It's like, okay. Fine by me, man. So they're doing usually what you're seeing here, running along, trying to reduce all game, not getting very many more points. Because, like, again, he took points at the beginning of the game, and he didn't really take points after that, did he? Because he was too busy trying to make sure that I didn't have territory anywhere. You know? That's a slight mistake. You want to call him out on it? Here, here, here. I won't call him out on it. Suffice to say, no matter how you look at it, that entire middle died. Ouch. I think it did. Unless there's like a tricky thing into here. There into there. Nah, if you did this one, I could just go ahead and play back into there. Yeah, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. He wants to play here. I play there. He Atari. This seems like a bod thing. I don't like that very much. I'll go and play here. It's fine. He has to defend. He has to defend. Making sure he can't like hit here and then drop down. And now I have Sente for Endgame. Aw, he doesn't want me to have that move though. I'm sad. Can I Hane? Hane, he responds. I can Atari here and kill. I am so confused as to what is going on. Sir? I'll let you take. I'm not gonna go after that. That's death. Again. Huge friggin' co, and I got lots of co threats. So go ahead and just poke a little bit here, poke a little bit there. That doesn't work. I can actually extend again because if he Hanes, I've got that one, so that is just a thing that works. He can't Hane because I can cut him. Again, we're going with the first line. We are first line warriors. We're first line champions, don't you know? Probably pushing my luck with my computer and its stability right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and try to jump through Endgame as fast as I can because there is a non-zero chance I not only lose this recording, but the game as well by time if my computer freezes. Doesn't work. We defended against it. Thank you. Doesn't work either. He connects you Atari. Not a big deal. Could have played here if you wanted as well. This is just as fine. Don't let him connect up because there's no reason to. The Atari is a very little reduction. Don't really have to answer it though because I mean he's dead. He can't connect up these 3 stones anywhere. Sorry, sir. Them's my stones. I didn't actually realize those stones were dead until like a second ago. But it's fine. Ah, you know, this was dead. Yeah, because I go here, here, and yeah. I don't care what he's doing. Let's go and just kill this. Well, you can't Hane there, so it's not really doing much. The Atari was a thing, so I will connect. Atari is a thing, so we'll connect. Hane is a thing, because he could have Hane'd here for some nice juicy points. Connect up, because I don't want to lose my stone. You can't ever Atari me, so we can overlook that completely. Play here. You can hit my corner for a point. That's fine. Cat had don't want to get cut off there. Not really a. No, that is a point actually. Cause no, it's not a point because he's kept there. So if I had played here, he could play there and falsify it. That would have been fine. Confirm no territory allowed here. If I play here, he can play here, and then well, maybe no, yeah, because he can go there. Yep, no territory there. No territory there. Would I have won even if I had allowed these stones to die? Not actually sure. That's pretty decent. This is pretty decent. Corner here is pretty okay. Maybe. Maybe, huh? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I would have actually. Go ahead and take that. Doesn't do anything. Go ahead and play here. Make sure those are taken out. I'll have to capture them sooner or later. And then there's this one for the point there. And a point here. Turn fills a point. Okay, mutually assured destruction. You can take 1 point off of me. I'll take 1 point off of you. That's what you want to do, sir? That's what you want to do. Oh, you can poke here and threaten to do that. You should probably do that. Probably do that. Sente, might as well, right? Take an extra point there. And that should be the end of the game. Maybe he's resigning at the last move. Okay. All right. Well, that doesn't get a thank you for the game then. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this game. So yeah, I approached on the inside. He kicked. I don't like to kick. I'd rather back off or even pincer than kick, because now I have an easy, solid base. We can go ahead and do things here later on, maybe if we need to. So I've settled nice and happily, and I got things I can do. Can also, you know, build off that later if I want to and rack up some points. Can extend again if I want. It's just really, really simple. But yeah, he did the kick into the 3-3, which meant now he's gonna spend the rest of the game reducing me. So he played here, we capped. This immediately is a threat because I am now once again threatening 4 lines of territory across, if I get to extend, across like 7 lines or so, which more than makes up for the corner that's been lost, and I can attack the stones. He did it again, which I'm fairly certain the AI does not want you to do, like in any way, shape, or form, like at all. If we were to look at the AI graph, and I really hate looking at the AI graph, but if we were to look at the AI graph, from here, yeah, it takes a sharp turn. He only has like 20% chance to win from this. We're like in the 80s now. And then after here, it was easily game over, 94 to win, because we're just way too far ahead. So the question is, why are we that far ahead? And it's pretty simple. He gave me a lot of influence, and then I got to surround him. Right? I got to surround him. And at this point, it's too much influence. I've reached critical mass with all the influence I just got. Now, it's tempting to play this way because you look at this and you're like, oh, no, 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 we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We're so fine here. Check it out. We get to 2 corners easily, and then I know how to live on the left-hand side, so it's all good. But it isn't all good. Unfortunately, it is not. It is the complete opposite of all good. Because even a move like this, you're probably not going to pincer while you have a weak group on the board still. And it is a bit weak because we can go here, 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 here. And that is now not alive locally. Locally, it just is not alive. So you can't have a group here that runs out and covers up that left-hand group. Otherwise, you're going to die, right? So I can expand all the way across here for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. And you can't do anything about it while the weak group's on the board still. Like now, I can go over and extend over here too. Because now you'd be running... where would you be running to? One, I'm getting more influence again because... hello? Because that just turned into a wall. So I can just turn this into a wall and be happy with this area. That's enough to win. Now, yeah, it's just, it's just not so great. And he didn't keep me separated, or he didn't drop down to keep me separated, like I mentioned, because if he plays here, we can do that one, and if he plays here, then I get to do this one. Either way, I've now done all that in Sente. So at that point, I'm... I don't know how much I'm up by. This says 8 points, but it's wrong. It's thinking that most of this is going to be reduced somehow. This stone's got Aji still, but that's going to be reduced somehow, but black's keeping all their territory. It's unlikely. Maybe at 9 Dan, professional 9 Dan level, you're only 10 points ahead at the end of the game. But that's a huge laundry list of things that you've got to do to get to that point, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, here, even if you notice that there's this, we would have gone ahead and just played here again. And once again, we're just ahead. Because that's really, really large. He has to extend off of here at some point. I don't know when, but he needs to, like, immediately. But he jumped, and as you saw, that's unfortunate because the jump just means that we get to go ahead and disconnect that. If we drop down, he has to protect. At that point, we can just go ahead and turn. And now he has no eyes. That's a problem. That's a problem. So we could have tried to kill that. The one that I didn't do is this one. I play here. He has to play this one. He can't Hane or he's dead. And that is definitely the end of that game. Because, again, the influence is just out of control. Here's a variation that I didn't actually play in the actual game. If you see them in the your game, you're ahead of the curve. You're doing absolutely fantastic. But we didn't have to play those little kind of gotcha, cut off, and kill kind of sequences. Because we were just ahead too far. We were just too far ahead. And then that was unfortunate because we can go ahead and play here, go for everything. There are, let's just say, significant co-threats. Either way, rough game for my opponent. It ended, score estimation, I was up by 58 points at the end of the game. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points indeed. So yeah, I was right. I could have let him kill these stones here, because that's not 58 points. Right? I lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even bother counting. There, if he killed that, I'd be up by 22 points. So, That's big. That's big. And I hope you enjoyed this really big lesson on just rather casually using the 3-3. Well, usually casually using it in your favor when your opponent goes all 3-3 heavy. Don't get upset. Don't freak out. Just know they're going to be reducing you for a very long time, and that's not necessarily bad for you, as we saw here. Either way, hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.